Hey, Shalom, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Bahakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakim pushing his word of truth and sincerity. All right. We've been blessed to get through another Passover, which was Yapah, which means beautiful. It was Yapah, and hey, just the brotherly love that you see through the spirit of Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. It was just glorious, bro, and that's it calls a renewal of your spirit. Okay, you got to think the Passover is a memorial unto the nation of Israel. All right, this is when the time when we was delivered out of the Egyptian persecution during ancient Egypt with Moses. Okay, and we had the celebration. Because like I say, it's more, but it's a solemn assembly. We're supposed to go in with heavy hearts during the time of we was in Egypt. It was tough times. And you had the plagues. And that last plague out of the team was that death angel that came over, right? And the death angel that came over Egypt was Yahweh Shai. And if you didn't have your door covered with that blood, you was gonna perish. The firstborn died. And Yahweh Shai, just look at it. He was born on the Passover, and they crucified him, like I say, during the Passover. And he was, the one that actually went over and passed over during the Passover. When Egypt, when the firstborn died, that's when they actually said, y'all get up out of here. You get up out of here, you Hebrew Israelites. And that's coming again. When the death angel, like it says, Yahweh Shai, he's going to come, but it's going to be in a very, very strong and glorious abundance of a band of angels and chariots. And that's what we're supposed to trust in. We don't supposed to trust in what's going on with these wicked elites who's pushing gay agenda with this Nas X shit. This is something that's really, really vexing in the spirit. But we know through the spirit of Yahweh Shai that this was supposed to come. And one of the things we should know how what's coming is because the Lord gave us His name in the 60s and have been growing more and more of it to this day. All right, and that's the beginning of your walk in this truth by knowing the name of the Lord, right? That's what we're supposed to trust in. This is Psalms 20, verse 7. You know what? I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, "Know now that I, Yahweh, saviors his anointed. He will hear him from his holy heaven with the saving strength of his right hand." And who's on the Lord's right hand? Yahweh Shai. Okay, and that's his holy, like I said, the strength of his right hand, and that's who's coming back. Okay, that's the same. The right hand is the same one that came over Egypt during those ancient times, and killed the firstborn. Just think, every household had a death in it that wasn't protected by the blood. And who's anointed today? The elect that's anointed. Lord, and all we got to say, Lord willing, we're part of the number. You have to have faith that the Lord dealing with you. And if not, then you're going off. You know what I'm saying? If you're doing the work, you're pushing the word, basically just moving in faith. Because faith, as it says in Hebrews 11, things are hoped for, things that's unseen. So we hoping for deliverance. We have faith we will be delivered. And the ones who have that faith and that belief is the anointed, as it says in this verse. Okay? Verse 7, it says, some trust in chariots, and some in horses. But we will remember the name of our power. And the name of the Lord is Yahweh in Hebrew. Okay? That's the original language on the earth. Okay? And the chariots we believe in is the chariots of the Lord. That's what we're starting to see more and more in the sky. That's why Esau, which is the so-called white man, had to go ahead and admit that it is so-called UFOs in the skies. But we know that those UFOs are not unidentified. They actually are AFOs, identified flying objects. Okay? And like I say, the Most High God, his name is Yahweh, and his son is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. And he's the deliverer. He's going to deliver us. All right? And like I said, we will remember the name of the Lord, and we remembered it back in the 60s, starting with our Abba Bivens, up until today, and the name has grown, and it's all throughout the four corners of the earth now. The Passover, you have brother all over the world, okay, that respected the Passover, okay, and rehearsed the righteous acts. But like I say, to get to where we at now, to get to to the belief in the faith and the wisdom and knowledge and understanding, it starts with the name, okay? Matter of fact, Psalms, I think, it's like Psalms 30, verse 4. Oh, hold on. You know what? Slocky. Proverbs 30, verse 4. Right? And it reads, who has ascended into heaven, up into heaven, or descended, who has gathered the wind in his fist, who has bound the waters in a garment, who has established all the ends of the earth. What is his name? Okay? And who has done all this is our Lord Yahweh, who the world ignorantly calls God, or ignorantly calls Yahweh or Yeshua. No, it's Yahweh. What is his name, and what is his son's name, if thou canst tell? And this is the Old Testament, and it's referring to Yahweh Shai, who's spoken about in the Old Testament. It's asking you, what is the Lord's name, and what is his son's name? And his son is Yahweh Shai, who's gone, when he don't even know the actual time when the Most High Yahweh was sent forth his band of angels to come deliver the elect and also bring forth the downfall of Esau, Edom kingdom. As it says in Job 9:24, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. We have to have that name and constantly endure through the Spirit to be delivered, because what's coming is all madness, okay? It's going to be a time never seen before on this earth. And we see that by measuring the times, as it says in 2nd Esdras, right? You know what? 2nd Esdras 9, verse 1. All right? He said, and this is Esdras speaking, The angel said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before. And we're seeing these things starting to pass. We're seeing more death upon the world. We're seeing more chariot sightings. You're seeing, and when you say death, I mean, you're looking at human life, marine life. Hell, nobody would never thought a year and a half, 2 years ago, that you had to walk around looking like a transformer, looking like Optimus Prime with a mask constantly on your face. But it happened in a split second. You wouldn't see that they're trying to get the whole, everybody in Babylon and also in the whole world to get what? A jab. And now, and it's going to get to a point where if you don't get that jab, you probably won't have a job. So we're seeing and we're measuring the time diligently. We know that what we're seeing, this has to be the end. Because we're starting to see things that's never done before, and it's only going to get worse. You're only going to see more mass death, because what we just had, 2 mass shootings, Edomites. Those are terrorist acts, but they don't want to say that. What happened to these children? They may say, oh, he was such a nice boy, and all of a sudden you go out and he's, he blazing off with AKs and stuff, just walking into stores. You don't see Jake do that. I mean, sometimes you have Jake appointed, but 98% of the time, somebody going up shooting up just a lot of random people is a so-called white man, and that's just true. And we see that in these times, and he's being revealed. That's why we're measuring the times, because Esau is being revealed, the son of perdition, as it says in 2 Thessalonians. All right, verse 2, it says, then thou shalt understand that is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. All right, and we're starting to see that. Those are the chariots. The Lord is visiting the earth which he made. And here, like I say, in the Dallas camp, we seen chariots. We have seen chariots who went about the camps. Other camps in GMS, in other states have seen chariots. We saw chariots with our own eyes. You can't even, it's hardly explain it. It's Shapah, which means beautiful. But as we see that's basically is the Lord, and it's not now. Is everybody's gonna be saying call Allah Yahweh Shab when they see the chariots? No, because the chariots ultimately is gonna be a terror throughout the world. Right? Verse 3 says, therefore thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. We saw that deal happening with the Capitol. You see all around the world, these nations are starting to fight against their government. And you're going to see Revelation 12 and 12, when Esau come down on you with great wrath, knowing but he have a short time. You're going to see more famine in the world. And it's here. You got to think. The weather decimated the crops. What was that, last year? Do you think that's not going to be non-effect? I know I know personally, me, and I know people have went into stores and see there's a shortage in this, something is out. But see, they still think it's abundance of things in the stores. But the thing is, no, certain things it's hard to find now. Which a couple of years ago, you can go to the store and find it anywhere. And I'm not getting into these specifics on, you have bird brain. What's missing? Hey, come on now, just think about it. When you go to the store and look at it, you don't see these signs on these shelves saying this is unavailable for now, and this is maybe discontinued for now. You know, you may have some type of fruit, some type of vegetable. You know what I'm saying? But like I say, all these are happening with earthquakes. Look at our earthquakes. I think, I don't know, it was it 700 or 7,000 earthquakes that happened over a day? I forgot where it was at. You know, you can look it up. But these things are coming and these things are happening, right? And it's right when we're starting to measure the time and see the chariots. The terror of the Lord is real. The Lord is not all love. The Lord is all about us, Him receiving obedience, which 2/3 of Israel do not provide that particular obedience that the Lord is looking for. Why do you think we kept going in captivity as Israelites? Because every time the Lord delivers us, we go off. But this is going to be the ultimate delivery, and the 2/3 of Israel will be destroyed along with the other nations through thermonuclear destruction. And they will come back to the loins and the kingdom through who? Through the elect. Now, this is just true. And it may sound wrong. It may sound offensive to others. But it's just true. Okay? Lord said, Jacob he loved and Esau he hated. Do that make him unrighteous? The Lord forbids. And you can read that in Romans. But I want to get this. This is Zephaniah 1 verse 14. It says, the great day of the Lord is near. It is near. And hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh, the mighty man shall cry bitterly. So that great day is coming. And you're going to have these men crying bitterly. Okay? Let's go to verse 15. The day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wastedness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, a day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And it's funny because you know if you see if you go and look up these news stories, it's a lot of different cities and around the world. Here in Babylon the Great, which is aka America, you see these, like, where are these weird sounds coming from? And it sounds like owl horns or something, and they don't know what's happening, where it's coming from. Hey, there might be an angel blowing the trumpet, right? Because you have the Lord that controls all right? As it says in Isaiah, let me get it. He create evil. The Lord does all. If it's some evil in the city, it said, hey, well, the best of believe the Lord done it, right? This is Isaiah 45:7. I form the light, I create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, Yahweh, do all these things. So the Lord have these angels holding the winds back, and when you read it in Ezekiel 9, around the 4th verse, waiting for the elect to be sealed. And like Elder Apostle Tahar, you know, he had mentioned before, hey, he believed he has, the elect has been sealed, and by the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, I had that feeling as well. Because the thing is, they have to be sealed before the floodgates of terror happens. That covering cast have to be over you. The sprinkling of that blood going all the way back to, like you said, that death angel gonna be coming through, and you gotta have that blood, okay, that anointing. You gotta have that blood around your doorpost. Because when it gets bad out here, you're going to have women ravished, you're going to have kids dying, you're going to have men dying. You're going to have a lot of things that's going to happen. And it's going to be on a major scale. And this will happen in time. You know, it may not happen throughout the whole world, but it has happened before. But in these times, the last days of the last day, it's going to happen on a major scale. Like I say, it's going to be a time never seen before on earth. All right? But like I say, everybody, you know, like they said, they don't want to see the day of the Lord. Okay? Woe to them that desire the day of the Lord. What is it to you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. It's going to be very dark. You know what I'm saying? Because he has to cleanse the world. These days are evil. You got this punk Nas X making a video basically helping Esau reveal that he's the true devil. And you're going to have people that's going to adapt to that. You're going to have, like the elder said in the past, when we, like you say, yesterday, you know, yesterday was the Passover. Like you said, hey, you're going to have people that's going to be accepting that. Your parents, okay, your friends, your siblings. They're going to accept that Satan. They're going to accept the devil. Because they're actually accepting it low key today. You know, you have them say, you know, they gay, you know, I mean, they, you know, it's not hurting me. Oh, no, it is hurting you. You don't supposed to condone that. You're supposed to condemn it. That's what the scriptures say. If you so-called Black, Latino, Native American that believes in the Most High and His Son Yahweh Shai, then you're supposed to condemn it because it condemns it in the scriptures. But like I say, the Lord, He created evil. Okay? But the evil is going to be smashed down because He, like I say, you got different sectors. You have the right hand of the Most High, you have the left hand. And we supposed to be abounding in the right hand, in righteousness. But our people want to stay over here in the madness of the world of Esau. Even though, like you say, we're in the world, we don't supposed to be in the world. We're supposed to come out of her, as it says in Micah 2:10. Come out of her, my people. Right? Bro, we on a, it's just a matter of time that it's going to be a brink of war. It's a brink of war. And the way it's looking, you can have these other countries that's going to be looking down upon America because through the Spirit, you can just see how old Biden, he ain't really got it. I don't know if he got too much longer left because he's old and senile. Let's just be real with it. He can't keep nobody's name. He can't understand. He don't remember nobody's name. He keep getting his tongue tied. And this is your president. He forget people. He can't even climb up, walk up steps to the plane. So through the Spirit, we feel like that was the vice president will become the president, and that will be the first woman president here in Babylon the Great. And that's going to cause a lot of the other countries to look down upon America. And they're going to say the same as it says in the scriptures, you've been brought low. So World War III is coming. Before that, Jacob's trouble is coming. You can read that in Jeremiah 37. It's going to be a time never seen. It's going to have to be a divine intervention to come and deliver us. Right? It has to be a divine intervention or it's going to be, it won't be no flesh left. This is Daniel 12. Started in verse 1. It says, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble, such as never, it says, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And that time thy people shall be delivered. Everyone shall be found written in the book. And it didn't say just believe and you're going to be delivered. No, the ones that are written in the book. The ones who are been pushing the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The ones who had that faith that they will be delivered. At that time, Daniel I mean, at that time, Michael will stand up for for the elect. Because as we said, it's going to be times never seen before. Right? So can I get this? This is okay. This is Ephesians 5, we'll start at verse 15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." And how do you become wise? With that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding through Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right? Redeeming the times, because the days are evil. While the days are evil, an evil man is running the show. The evil man has control of the world. An evil man is a wicked man. And as it says in Sirach 10, roughly paraphrasing, the kingdom goeth, however, the people go, however the king flows. You know what I'm saying? So this king is a very, very wicked and devilish man. Right? Anyone that says a child, a 6-year-old, 7-year-old can change it. If he's a boy and want to be a girl, let him be a girl. It's his prerogative. But you might as well let him buy cigarettes and drink beer then. It's his prerogative. But you can go and they can make a decision that they want to be a whole different gender. That's why we're supposed to be looking towards the kingdom, not looking towards this world. That's why you're supposed to come out of her, as it said to Micah. Micah, you're supposed to come out of her, my people. This is not our rest. Because these days are evil. So to get out of that, get out of the wicked ways, you have to start praying. Start acknowledging Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. And start measuring time. Look what's going on with in the world while you're working out your own salvation. So with that, Lord willing, hope this was edifying. I'd like to give all praise to Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua Bahashem Bahakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Akim pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom.